everybody. Welcome to the Tailgate Party. And we are missing Gary Joe still, but that's okay. We'll get into that a little bit later. But I am your host, Majestic Marie, alongside my partner in crime, Mr. Ray All Day. How
What's
are
up?
you? Are you doing good?
I'm doing great. Good to see you. Hope everybody's well. Excited for AEW tonight.
It's going to be interesting.
Very interesting card.
I tell you what, I was mad last week because I didn't get to watch it until a few days later. And the big Will Ospreay, I missed him because
You missed that. It was incredible.
It cut off. Stupid overrun. They don't when it, I guess you have to
see, when I DVR, I always go over.
Okay, so you also record the next show too.
Yeah, just in case. Like I have it recorded for like 30-40 minutes after the show supposedly is going to end, so I don't miss anything because AEW always runs over. It always goes over 2 hours.
Well, the weird thing is that sometimes it's included, like the Bobby Lashley thing was over, but it was included. But this week, TBS was just like, nope, sorry, you're not allowed.
They're not getting it. Wow. It was incredible, though. Will Ospreay looks great.
Our good friend Christine is here with us. Welcome. I'm sure everybody else will start trickling slowly in.
Slowly but surely.
Okay, so Gary Joe, I promise he's coming, guys. He's coming. He's like...
the third of the three amigos.
He's like Mansoor. He'll eventually get here. No, Gary Joe was had some life stuff just kind of happen, and he won't be joining us until December, but he is coming. So just relax, and everything. He will be here in a couple weeks. So we're excited about our partnership with FTR. Follow the Revolution. It will happen. I promise.
100%.
I know it looks like that we're lying, but we're not. I swear. But in the meantime, follow us, Peaches and Power Bombs, on all our social media platforms. Go over there. I think we're going to start creating a Blue Sky account too as well. So if you're on Blue Sky, make sure that you go. We'll be up there in a couple days, so we'll put it in the thing when we get on there. But you know how we start the show. Every show across every Peaches and Powerbomb show. This is our hype video. Let's go, Briscoe Brothers.
Ain't no way, chick. Ain't ready. There ain't no way, man. Ain't ready. Ain't no way y'all could possibly be ready. You can say you're ready as many times as you want. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Y'all boys ain't ready. There's no way, man.
Also wanted to show you my gift.
Oh, yay.
Hey, there you go. Boom.
That's awesome.
Very happy.
That is awesome. I'm so glad that it all worked out.
It all worked out. So, hey, I was very nervous, but I had to share that with you because it was getting scary at one point. I was like, is this not going to happen? Is Eddie Kingston going to run in and break this up and get hit?
Yes. He's rolling in.
He's rolling in, and then he gets a bump and he falls backwards. I'm like, no. I was really worried. I was like, this can happen. I could see this happening to me. I was like, this would be a nightmare.
It was fun while it lasted. You have to admit.
It was fun while it lasted. But
speaking of the Briscoes, and I know we won't have a chance. He's not listed in the card, but I just want to say, okay. This whole learning tree thing, it has worn out. Okay, I'm done with this. And why did you have Ishii pin Jericho? Like, he's gonna actually be a threat to Jericho for that Ring of Honor World. Is it gonna really be? Is the main event of the Ring of Honor pay-per-view next month really gonna be Jericho and Ishii, or are they just going to do that at Full Gear in a couple weeks?
Thing. They're not. That ROH big pay-per-view is in New York. There's no way they're going to have Jericho fight Ishii. They're gonna have to put it up. I think they're gonna have a trilogy with your boy. That would make the most sense to get the crowd going. Gotta have Briscoe get in there again.
Yeah, exactly. And then win.
Exactly, and then win.
Please win.
Please, God, win. I'm telling you, I've called every landscaper I know to cut this tree down. Use any pesticides to kill this tree. I can't.
It keeps regrowing.
It keeps regrowing. I don't understand. I've tried everything. Chainsaw, old-fashioned axe. I'm like, let this tree just go. It's the worst tree in the world. The very worst.
Yes, yes. I really hope that he's not done with Mark Briscoe, and I hope that Mark Briscoe gets his rematch and that he gets to win.
100%. He's got to get it back.
He's got to get it back. All right, so let's get into what's actually we know that's going to be on the card.
Okay.
And Mox is continuing his little rampage. No pun intended. Wrong show, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, he's going on about his little business and just beating up everybody he sees. I would kind of like to know, get some answers. I don't know if we're going to get any answers until Full Gear, but I would like a little bit of a hint about what this is about. It's getting a little old. Not old. I mean, it's interesting, but I just kind of want to know what the path is.
100%. Who is this leader? I mean, they have a name now. What are they called? The Rough Riders or something?
Yeah.
So they have a name at least of this clique. I don't know if they're going to expand it, if there's a ringleader behind it. You know, I was hearing a lot of rumors that this was Eric Bischoff.
No. Eric Bischoff hates AEW with a passion. There ain't no way
that's possible. And I don't see why Shane would do this. He has nothing to prove. So I don't know. I'm still like, I don't know. Unless this is Tony Khan with a ruse and he's the new boss bad guy. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
Christine has a good point.
Yes, he should have never lost to begin with.
No.
No way.
Okay, so we also have a tag team match. FTR versus the House of Black. They're doing something with the 4-way contender series. I know, like, you have to qualify to get into this 4-way contender series, right?
Yep, the Outrunners already got in.
So is the contender series going to happen at Full Gear, or is it going to happen before Full Gear?
No, Full Gear will have the 4 teams already in. There'll be a 4-way for the tag belts at Full Gear.
Okay. I was thinking that 4 teams was going to fight for a chance to face Private Party, but it's not. It's going to be a 4-way match.
Yeah.
Private Party. Okay.
So Private Party, the Outrunners, and there's 2 teams left.
Okay. Well, I see FTR winning this.
100%. 100%.
I know there was some speculation about Malachi Black, but he went onto his Instagram and went live and said that he's not quitting. He's not leaving the company as of right now. I think his contract does expire in like early 2025, but as of right now, he's not leaving the company. And why would he? I mean, if you want to leave, say he does want to leave, if he only has a few months left, just ride it out.
Just ride it out. Like at this point, what's the point of going? I don't know what they could do from in WWE at this point. And
I'm excited about seeing FTR.
Amen.
Finally on Dynamite.
Finally.
Erica's here. Hi, Erica.
Hey, Erica. How are you?
I'm always excited about FTR.
Yes, they're going to bring it.
Yep. Okay, next. This is going to start a long conversation between the two of you. We have a Falls Count Anywhere match between Roderick Strong versus Lance Archer. I'm guessing, both Don Callis family members are going after. It is working for MJF, trying to stop them like he always does. So, I mean, this is typical MJF stuff. And that's okay. I don't mind a little bit of repetitiveness when it comes to character work. That's fine. If they were smart, okay, and I'm just gonna tag in this match with it too, okay?
Okay.
You're probably not gonna like this, and I'm
All
sorry.
right. Let me meditate first. Go ahead.
Hold on. Let me butter you up real quick. Okay.
Okay.
All right. If they were smart,
Okay.
I would have Roderick Strong win his match and Adam Cole lose his. Have Roderick
that makes sense.
be the one to face MJF at the pay-per-view. MJF beats Roderick Strong. And it continues with this story with Adam Cole and MJF, and you can keep building up to the final crescendo.
Yes.
Out a little bit instead of hurrying it up.
That makes sense. I'm not even mad at that. I'm okay with Takeshita winning.
And also, Takeshita is the international champion.
Mm-hmm. And you already got pinned.
Him to lose right now. Because if Adam Cole wins this match, then you can arguably say, well, Adam Cole should be a contender for the international championship, but that's not his focus right now.
100%.
Like, I don't want to see Takeshita lose right now either.
And didn't he just lose just recently?
Yes.
Yeah. Who pinned him? I forgot. Someone help me with that one.
Will Hobbs.
Yes. So he already got pinned once. Mm-hmm. He's the champion. Like, it looks bad for him to lose twice. So I agree with you. As much as I love Adam Cole, it definitely behooves him to have Roderick Strong fight in this, next pay-per-view. Obviously, he's not going to win.
Archer is going to... I don't think so. I think Roderick Strong is going to win that match.
Christine, you forget Lance Archer is big and strong.
Oh, yes.
So, come on.
Right.
Wrong recipe for winning.
Right. Wrong company if you're a big dude.
Yeah, wrong company, you're a big dude. Lance Archer's what, 6'6", 6'7"? Come on. And he's probably close to 300.
Eddie Kingston is still resting. I don't know if he's out of his brace yet, but he is due back in the spring.
Yeah, they said early April.
We'll see.
I hope so.
Me too. 3 years ago today was his match against CM Punk.
Great match.
It's one of my favorites. It's probably my second favorite Eddie Kingston match.
Yeah, I can understand it. Huge.
Yeah. My mom looked at me like I was a crazy person because I've always loved CM Punk, and I was actually booing him that night, and she was like, "Are you okay over there? You're booing CM Punk." And I'm like, well, yeah, because he's fighting Eddie.
Like, what do you want me to do?
It'll be here before we know it. So I'm just trying to distract myself with other things while we wait.
Yeah.
Hopefully I won't have to wait as long as Ray did.
Yes, not 10 years like I had to wait. That was a nightmare. That was a nightmare. And I was close to losing a bet because I thought he was going to roll up in a wheelchair and get hit. So that fear is gone, thank God. And he's actually wrestled 2 matches and hasn't gotten hurt. That's an accomplishment. Now I just I just don't even look him to win or lose. I just want to make sure he don't get hurt.
I liked his match with Malachi Black better than I liked his match with Buddy Matthews too.
100%. It flowed much better too.
Mm-hmm. It was weird.
It was. The Malachi Black match was very good.
So yeah. So I think I would have Roderick Strong win.
Yep.
And with it being false count anywhere, you can almost make it look a little bit more believable than they normally do.
Yeah.
They could just pile a bunch of stuff onto Lance Archer and hit him with a bunch of things and then pin him.
Hit him with something or have the rest of that crew. And just have somebody interfere with Takeshita and hit Adam Cole, make him lose.
Mm-hmm.
Hit him with the diamond ring. I don't care. But I'm cool with that.
Yeah, it won't be too bad. Let's see what they do. It'll probably be wrong. Roderick Strong will lose and Adam Cole will win. Watch.
Exactly. They'll probably do the complete opposite.
Always. They always do. All right. Up next is Penelope Ford versus Dr. Britt Baker. Okay. Why do they do this? Why do they book themselves into a corner every single day, every single week, Ray? Why do they do this?
Marie, I am speechless. Hey, you're back. Hey, want to make a real great comeback? Hey, why don't you lose the first 2 matches? You come back. Great way to go.
Penelope Ford lost last week to Jamie Hayter.
Yes. And now she's about to lose again to Britt Baker, which is horrible. Why couldn't you feed her anybody else?
And my collision reporter is not here today, so I don't know if they set this up on Collision or not.
Yeah,
but
I don't know.
From our perspective,
From what we know,
it looks random.
Yeah, this looks very random. But you could have thrown in one of the twin sisters. Well, what are the twin sisters called?
The Renegades. Sisters?
Yeah, throw Robin Renegade in there. Could have thrown in so many other people for Penelope to feed. You got to throw Britt in there? Like, come on. Like, there was a million other female athletes. You could have thrown the Queen in there. But
something.
Britt, come on. Unless a miracle happens and Penelope beats her.
That would be insane.
That would be insane.
I would be so happy for her.
I'd be thrilled.
But it's not going to happen.
No shot. No shot. They love some Britt.
I mean, I do too, but
yeah, I like her a lot. I think she's a great worker. But Penelope Ford, just like, wow. Like,
she just came back. I mean, I was saying this last week that Jamie Hayter didn't need to lose and Penelope Ford didn't need to lose either. And it was just a mess. And now they do this. And I'm like, are you trying to kill this girl? I mean,
like, I don't get it. She just came back. Build a little momentum behind her. Give her a couple of wins. I don't understand either. Like, that's just weird.
My good
she looked good in her match against what's her name?
Yeah.
Against Jamie. She looked great.
Yeah, it was a good match.
Yeah. And it's like
it wasn't time for that yet.
Exactly.
Chris is here, my good friend Chris Kelly. He says, I wish Baker would lose.
Yes, Chris, I agree.
I mean, I really like Britt Baker. I'm a big fan of hers, but this is Penelope's match to win.
Yeah, she's just back. Britt has been champion. She's had a ton of wins. Like, it's okay for her to lose once in a while. It's not, I don't want her to get into like that Orange Cassidy of the women's division. Exactly. I can't take this. No. She only loses on pay-per-views.
Tony Storm, Christine is saying, when is Tony Storm coming back? She is wrecking havoc in New Japan right now, and I believe when she's probably done with that, I'm guessing probably after Wrestle Kingdom, we'll see her back.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of, we're still in the women's division, and Penelope Ford just lost to Jamie Hayter, and we're supposed to hear from her.
Yes, we are.
She had a little thing with Penelope Ford that lasted a couple weeks. We don't watch Collision around here, so we have no idea if this is a continuation of something. And our reporter's gone. He hasn't shown up yet. Alora's here. Hello, Alora.
Hey, what's going on?
Anyway, I was saying, I don't know what this is about, but Jamie Hayter has something to say, and I guess we'll find out what it is.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you, unless she's demanding a title shot, unless she's going after Mariah.
Interesting.
Which would be interesting. I mean, she only has one win. She should go after somebody else first. Build a resume first before you go after the champ. But what do I know?
There's something else that I want to talk about. It's in the women's division, and there's nothing about it in our lineup, so I just kind of have to bring it up. And that's this thing with Chris Statlander and Mercedes Moné. They're having a title match at Full Gear. Fine, whatever. Camille, though, oh my goodness. Okay, they wardload Camille.
She's a big girl, big and strong.
Like last week with the whole, they tried to do the Rikishi thing. I did it for The Rock. I did it for the CEO. They tried to run over Chris Statlander. It didn't quite work. Mercedes Moné is yelling at her, making Camille feel like she's 2 feet tall.
Mm-hmm. And, you know.
Why?
Because she's big and strong. AEW doesn't discriminate. They're not sexist. If you're big and strong, you're going to end up losing at some point. Male or female, don't matter. I give Tony
tall phobic.
Yeah, it's strong phobic.
Strong phobic.
Strong phobic. There you go.
That is our new word
on our show. Strong phobic.
Only here will you hear stuff like Tinkle Time and strong phobic.
Exactly. We should copyright, trademark those 2 phrases. Yeah, they're strong phobic. If you're big and strong, men or women, Tony Khan's not sexist. You're just going down. So Camille, I know you should be beating everybody. You should be the champion, but sorry, you're not 5'2" and 66 pounds. So not going to happen.
You know, Christine, that's interesting. She has a comment here saying that she doesn't like the outfits that the girls on AEW have been wearing lately, that they're tacky. And I wouldn't say that they're disgraceful or anything. I wouldn't go that far, but I did have a thought while I was watching Dynamite when Chris Statlander was going after Mercedes Moné after the murder attempt.
Vehicular manslaughter.
Yes. She was wearing this really frilly, lacy short skirt, and it was an odd outfit choice for the situation. If you want to look strong and dominant, that's not the outfit that I would have chosen, but I'm not going to tell people what to wear. I just would have picked something different for the situation. Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm doing a beat down. All right, I'll leave the lacy outfit to the side, and I'll put on something a little bit more, I don't know, threatening.
I got you. Sweatpants, maybe some Timberlands or something.
You're speaking my language, because that's what Eddie wears, is sweatpants and Timberlands.
Exactly. It's timeless. I would say to her, Christine, I don't think they're wearing anything crazy provocative where it's inappropriate.
No.
Nothing bad. And, I do agree with you. I mean, I think Mercedes, when she, tried to, kill her with her car, she could have worn something better for that outfit. Like, hey, I'm wearing a hoodie and some jeans, or a hoodie and sweatpants. I just got out of my match. I just took a shower and I'm ready to leave.
Right.
So put on your comfortable clothes,
Right.
Hoodies, sweatpants, something. Yeah, it would have been more believable. You're not putting on the outfit you're going to go to a party with after you want to kill somebody, with your car. That's not a vehicular manslaughter outfit.
Well, I have a different. I understand where you're coming from, Christine. I was raised in a very traditional household. I still live by those same traditions that I grew up in, but I don't hold everybody else to those standards, because not everybody grew up in the same kind of household that I did. And even though I might not personally like the outfit, or personally would wear anything like that, either if it's too revealing, or if it's doesn't fit the situation, or anything like that, not everybody grew up like that. And I don't hold everybody to the same standards that I hold myself, because then that would be unfair judgment. And I'm not saying that you're judging them unfairly. You just don't like it, and that's fine.
Yeah. I understand your point 100%, Christine. I 1,000,000% get where you're coming from. I understand. And like Marie, I just feel like I'm not going to judge you unless you're crossing a line. And my line is different than everybody else.
Now, if they were flashing parts that you shouldn't be flashing, I'd be like, okay, hold up.
Yeah. If this was bra and panty stuff like WWE, then okay. Now you're crossing the line. But they haven't gone bad like that. I think AEW is very, mild with that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Way. They don't do any of that crazy, nasty stuff. So I'm not offended by it at all.
We have a tag team match. Let's move on.
Let's move on.
We have Jay White and Juice Robertson versus Hangman Adam Page and Christian Cage. This is weird.
But storyline behind it.
But it's a lot of fun. The Christian Cage. Okay. All right. I was just about to say that's an odd placement for him, but it really isn't. Because I believe that Jay White, that match with Christian Cage back in the summer in that series to go after the world title, I believe that's the match he got hurt in, if I'm not mistaken.
It was.
Okay, so this makes sense. And I'm pretty sure that Hook is going to show his face at some point. This whole patriarchy thing and him going after people's dads and adopting them as sons is it's kind of funny. And I would like this a whole lot more if we didn't just see this a few months ago with Hook and Chris Jericho. Not necessarily him trying to adopt him as his son, but Jericho saying, hey, I know better than your dad. Don't listen to him. That type of thing. It's kind of the same thing. So they're just being a little bit repetitive here, just kind of giving it a different skin. But Christian Cage is probably my favorite heel on AEW television. He's hilarious.
Phenomenal.
I love him. I love him in this role. And this will just be a lot of fun. It'll be a lot of fun.
I wanted to get your take on one thing with this.
Okay.
Do you think they get permission or they're cool with some of the things he says? Because, sometimes he says some really your dad would be better if he was dead. And I'm like, wow, did they sign off on this? Does Hook give him the okay to say this stuff?
Oh, I'm sure. And I'm sure Taz is saying, hey, throw me under the bus if it helps your because Taz knows, right? Yeah. He used to be a wrestler too, and I'm pretty sure the things that they said on ECW were way worse.
Probably.
I'm pretty sure there was MF bombs all over the place, especially when he was wrestling Sabu. So
very true.
I'm sure what they said and did was way worse. I'm sure they're all fine with it. It's just the further we have to remember that, I don't think that this is too far.
Okay.
Yeah, especially when they're talking about somebody that's in the business too, and isn't already died or had a problem or anything like that. So, obviously Christian Cage does not really mean this stuff. He's just playing a character on television and trying to further an angle. So it's just fine. It's fine.
Great. He's the best heel in the company.
Right.
I agree with you. He makes MJF. I'm sorry to say this for the MJF fans. He puts him to shame. He's a beast heel. Beast.
And I love MJF. I do.
Huge. But the angle Christian goes, the darkness and the no limits. Oh my gosh, he's up there.
Erica says, want my guy to win, but I don't know if I trust Christian either. I have never trusted Christian before. No, do not trust Christian Cage. Never, ever. How do you feel about Kip Sabian aligning with the patriarchy?
Oh, another train wreck. I mean, it's just brutal. I didn't know Kip Sabian didn't have a father, and now he's become weak and millie-mouthed. I'm like, what happened to Kip? I'm like, oh my goodness. But
well, Kip has always kind of been a little weaselly, so I think he fits right in.
yeah, he emphasizes the weaselness now. He's like take a Weasel 2.0. He's gone to another Weasel level.
Shane says that he thinks that Christian is going to leave Hangman Page out to dry. Maybe.
Shane, are you happy that Deion Sanders is going to be the new Cowboy coach? It's
Oh
happening.
yeah, I forgot. I saw that on TV the other day, and I thought about you.
Can't wait. Coach Prime, let's go. And yes, Christian Cage will leave him out to dry because Christian Cage is kind of scummy.
He is.
Love juice.
Okay. Oh, Juice is one of my favorite people too.
Love him. He goes on that top 5 list.
I love how chaotic he is.
Beast.
Oh yeah, Wayne. Nick Wayne is.
Oh, he's below Orange on the list, Christine. It's Orange, and he's like that much behind him. It's very close.
We'll see what happens. He's still really young.
Yes, he can move to Mexico tomorrow, and I wouldn't be upset.
We'll hear from Bobby Lashley. He had a little confrontation with Swerve Strickland, and they set it in stone that it will be Bobby Lashley versus Swerve on the pay-per-view at Full Gear. I'm really excited about all of this. Bobby Lashley has to win, right?
100%. That's a foregone conclusion. Bobby has to win. He just got there.
But like we said, there's going to be a video coming soon, by the way. Mm-hmm. They're strong-phobic.
Strong-phobic. There you go. You heard this first on our show. Strong-phobic.
Not that Swerve is not strong, and not that Swerve is 37 pounds.
No.
And that he's not a good contender. And that he's not believable. But Bobby Lashley is this big dude. And you know how they are about big dudes.
Hey, let me take back. Bobby Lashley's going to get killed. I forget. I'm sorry. You know what? They're strong-phobic. So Bobby Lashley will probably get dropped. Relatively easy. Probably 2 or 3 kicks and it'll be a wrap.
This past week, it just dawned on me when I was watching this episode. I was like, this is really great, him being in there with Swerve. This is a great first program for Bobby Lashley. I like the Hurt Syndicate. I like MVP. I like Shelton Benjamin. I like everything that they're doing. How long will it be before Bobby Lashley is losing to Orange Cassidy?
Oh my God. I will throw my TV in the trash. When that happens, when that goes down and Bobby Lashley gets his brains kicked in by Orange Cassidy, I'm gonna just lose my entire mind. This is something that just cannot happen. Tony Khan, if you're watching this show, if you're listening to me, the person that's the size of Bobby Lashley's pinky cannot beat Bobby Lashley. I'm sorry. The size of Bobby Lashley's ingrown toenail cannot beat Bobby Lashley. This is ridiculous. They shouldn't even fight. This would be like you getting beat up by an ant at a picnic. Like, no. It's not supposed to happen. Please, God, Lord above, my Savior, Jesus Christ, you cannot do this to me. No. And I'm not talking about a picnic ant. I'm not talking about those big ants that you see sometimes. The big ones that are like, hey, how'd this sucker become? I'm talking the little baby ants just destroying you at a picnic and just picking you up, Marie, and your husband just beating the brains out of you. Come on. Just stop. Orange Cassidy cannot be Bobby Lashley. I know you're strong-phobic, Tony, but please. Draw the line. I draw the line. You gotta cut this phobia out. Seek help. This is psychiatrist and get help. Say, hi, I'm Tony Khan and I'm a strong-phobic. Your first step to recovery.
Right. He has to admit.
Yeah, you have to admit you have a problem. You can get help. It's not too late. Me and Maria are here to help you. We will lend you a hand. It's okay. It's okay.
If that ever happens, this will be you.
Fight me! Fight me! Fight me! Fight me! Fight me! Don't fight me!
Oh, this will. This
Yep.
will be the worst thing. This will be the learning 3 times 10. To see an orange punch pin Bobby Lashley would just be like, wow. Like, what is happening to wrestling?
Oh, Harry, I'm not. I don't hate Orange. I actually really like this new direction of Orange Cassidy. Him coming out there with no music. Him he wore all black to their match last week. He wore all black. He came out to "Where Is My Mind" by the Pixies instead of Jane by the Starship whatever. He came out to his more melancholy music. He was very serious. Oh, and by the way, Orange Cassidy also did not do the hands in the pocket spot. He never put his hands in the pocket last week. It was all down to business. He was very serious. I really like this turn of Orange Cassidy. I know it's not going to last for very long, but it just shows how mindful he is of the things, and he's not just doing the things because he's always done them. That stuff does not have a place in this storyline. He's taking on the burden of AEW on his shoulders, and he's taking that seriously, and I really like just those little minute details that he's paying attention to in this. It's been amazing. I can't say more good things about this.
Yeah. Orange is an amazing wrestler, great worker. I like the angle. But Harry, if you really, in your heart, think he should be able to dominate and pin somebody like Bobby Lashley, like, come on. Like, let's be honest. It's just not realistic.
We weren't saying that Orange Cassidy doesn't have a place on the card or that he shouldn't be up there. I'm just saying that, and it's more of I was talking about not just maybe not Orange Cassidy specifically, but someone as small, with that size difference of Bobby Lashley is this big, dominating guy, and then like someone small, maybe even if it's like Sammy Guevara or somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
Unrealistic how that would look. Apparently, we weren't the only people to say that.
Exactly. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Nothing against Orange. Didn't say he wasn't a great worker. Didn't say he was a good talent. Didn't say he didn't deserve a top spot. I just feel like he's got to stop annihilating and dominating big guys because it just looks unrealistic. That's it. That's my only point.
If Bobby Lashley loses to Cassidy, this is Harry talking, by the way. If Bobby Lashley loses to Cassidy, Tony Khan should sign papers immediately after the match. Give Schiavone complete control. I don't know about that, but
yes, I agree. There you go.
He should sign papers, that's for sure.
Definitely sign papers.
Orange beating Lashley is like Darby beating the House of Black.
There we go. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I rest my case. See, our fans, they're on our side. Thank you, guys.
Well, hopefully this will be different because unlike those other times with people like Lance Archer and Brian Cage and Wardlow and all of these other people, Bobby Lashley is already a made man. He's been world champion basically everywhere that he's been. So hopefully that they see it's not that those guys don't deserve to be in this spot, okay? Be in a better spot. But Bobby Lashley is a different animal. So hopefully they realize that he's special and that they should treat him accordingly.
Amen.
Swerve Strickland is in a match against Leo Rush tonight. Do you think that Leo Rush is going to join the Hurt Syndicate?
100%. That promo he cut was very heelish. You could tell he's switching sides, which I'm fine with.
Yeah. Timothy, where were you a while ago when I needed you?
Yeah, come on, Tim. There's 400 questions and you weren't here. You're getting a pay cut. I'm docking you 40 minutes. What is wrong with you?
I do not think that Yuta is going to side with Orange Cassidy. I think he's going to stay with Jon Moxley. But that's just, I can be wrong. I'm wrong 70 million times when it comes to AEW, so who knows? Who knows? Swerve obviously is winning this match. And we'll see what happens afterwards. It was I will say one other thing of that was weird. Last week when Swerve came out there to rush down to the ring to beat up the Hurt Syndicate, and Prince Nana was holding him back.
Mm-hmm.
Prince Nana should not have been holding his coffee bag and his coffee cup. It's like, I understand that you're trying to promote your business, but do that during like a promo session or something, not when you're trying to hold somebody back who wants to fight people.
Exactly. That was a little tacky. I agree.
That was a little tacky. Last but not least, we'll hear from Will Ospreay, who showed up last week, and I didn't get to see it because they cut off my feed. They're at the end. They're like, no, you can't see this.
Looks amazing. He looks great. I don't know what happened the last week or two, but he got more cut. He looks good.
Really?
Yeah, he looked really good.
Interesting.
I think he got a haircut too.
Okay.
Yeah, he looks
not
ready.
as drastic as Kyle Fletcher, right?
No, it didn't go extreme like that, where it just went crazy. No, but a little trim on the top, so he doesn't look like a hippie. So he looks good. It looks good. He doesn't, he didn't go too much, but looks good. I'm excited to hear what he has to say. I want to know what angle, what approach he's going, who he's going after.
Well, Kyle Fletcher, obviously.
Yeah, the whole Callis family, which is a good diversion because I don't want him going after the belt anytime soon.
How did you feel about we were dead wrong last week?
Dead wrong.
We thought it was either going to be Will Ospreay or Mark Davis, and we were both wrong. And it ended up being the returning Powerhouse Hobbs. How did you feel about that?
I forgot Powerhouse Hobbs was there. No disrespect to him. I just drew a blank. And then when I saw him, I was like, this makes sense.
Yeah.
But we were right about Mark Davis, at least not siding with Kyle Fletcher.
Uh-huh.
So the fact that he helped them and, threw blows, at least he's still on Will's side. So I like that.
Well, someone said, it must have been someone in the chat, someone said that they expected Mark Davis to turn on Will Ospreay or on Ricochet last week. But if you're going to turn Mark Davis, it would make more sense to have him turn on Will Ospreay, not Ricochet.
Yeah.
But, we were both wrong. And Powerhouse Hobbs had a 6-month injury, so that's why he had been gone. And the last time we saw him, he was in the Don Callis family, and apparently his contract with them ran out, and he had, beef with those guys. And he's back, and he's a babyface again. And I ain't mad at it.
No, not mad at it at all.
And it was a fun match, so.
Kudos to him. I wasn't mad at that.
Yeah, I like Kyle Fletcher's new look for that very reason. He does look tougher.
Yes. Agree. Looks way better. It's a good look for him.
Yeah. Can you imagine if Moxley shows up and goes to get out of the back of the truck and the truck gets hit by the best friend's mom and Orange Cassidy in the passenger seat? Okay. We have too many vehicular homicide angles going on. We don't need any more.
Yeah. This isn't CSI.
I'm so happy that FTR is on Dynamite and not on Collision, because then I will actually have a chance to watch them.
Yes. I can't watch Collision because it's Saturday night and I want to stay married.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Exactly. Me too.
Exactly. I really, enjoy having a wife. It's a good feeling, and I will lose if I get in a collision. So I need you, Tim, to be my reporter. Keep me up to date. Give me the scoops, because I never watch it. Ever, never, ever.
I agree. He is better as a heel, and he does need to have like a manager that's where it's just him and not like a bunch of people around him.
Yes.
They like to throw big guys into groups left and right. I think Brian Cage has been in like 70,000 groups since he joined AEW.
But if you remember, Hobbs is a big guy.
Yep.
What's AEW? Strong phobic.
Well, he hasn't been used to the best ways since he's been there, but we'll see what happens. I'm excited to watch the show tonight. It should be good.
Should be really good. This is actually a decent card, so I'm excited.
Yep. I'm sure it'll be good. All right, guys. Well, that's it for today. We will be here next week, but we will not be here the week of Thanksgiving. So we'll be here next week, and then we'll wish you guys a happy holiday, and we'll be back in the beginning of
Wednesday
December.
will be our Thanksgiving episode.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right, guys.
Good night. Thank you for watching.
Y'all have a good week, and we'll see y'all next week. Bye.